Right, here we are at Stowe. I presume we do this. I'm not over sure, but we'll keep going.
You got the tickets to hand?
Don't leave the tickets.
In 1/4 of a mile, turn right.
Right, now onto the private land. There's a camera watching you there. They not want you in yet? See what he's gonna say. It's a school then. Did not really. I'm thinking about Stowe School. They are here. There's a school on site. Never knew that. What a place for a school. This is nice. I think that's a fuel-based pump on petrol. They got some sort of motor going. It's a pump would be my guess. They're all making noises. School on site, Stowe House. Right, here we go. Into the house. Pretty much bang on time, just gone 10. So we're doing alright. This was for school in its day then. What a very nice school. Something go and visit now. Still got a school on site, but not in here anymore. This is nice. Right, we're here at the North Hall. Always statues of their willies on display. There we are. Bit random. The North Hall. There we are, look at that. The ceiling was created in 1732 by architect William Kent. Ceiling's nice. Look at that. How's that for a posh ceiling? Right, just come down the nice steps with the LEDs under the handrails. Look at that. This would be a nice repurposed basement then. This is nice. Got to go and sign in. Look up to discover this secret space that's been hidden away from close visitors to Stowe for almost 250 years. There you are then. Secret space. Look at that. It's nice. This cellar is covered with dust and filled with over 21,000 bottles of wine. There we go.
Oh, they love to eat, drink and be merry.
Yeah, they did because they had the money. Well, the poor lot had not a lot of anything, I'd imagine.
Anyway, so I would have been expanded and your liver was good. Not.
They ate a lot of rich food. Tell you what, I better kill them quick sometime. Secret spaces. There we are, see, look. As you went in, we see that. Something's not normally seen.
Ah, that's the reason why it's so, the room is shaped like it is, look. Because it's supporting something else, look. That's why it's the shape it is, supporting another room.
Yeah. Very nice, look at that, some sort of birds. I think that's a screen. Does it know you're here? Is he gonna move? No. Ah, it's this. We're not pressing the buttons. Put a channel on it, it's to do with this. So I'm trying to push through. Right, we got to do something with this then. Can Gardens talk? There we are. You got to start it off. There we go. I see that was some sort of big screen.
Took your time, I must say. Never mind. Before I answer your question, an introduction. I am Viscount Cobham. I'm not afraid to blow my own trumpet, so you should know that the extraordinary gardens that surround this house were my idea. It was Greece in particular that inspired me. The birthplace of democracy.
This would be the National Trust land. You can get on this later on. The gardens.
I didn't think kings should have too much power. I believed, just like ancient Greece, that the country should be run by politicians elected by the people.
You have to press the buttons there, don't you?
As long as those people were Protestant, over the age of 21, owned land and weren't women. All right, it wasn't perfect, but at the time, democracy was still a fairly new idea in Britain. We had to start somewhere. I recruited an army of gardeners, artists and architects to create my vision, the best of our generation. William Kent gave us the Temple of British Worthies and the Temple...
Thank you. Being a portrait is harder work than you might think. I am Lady Anna Eliza Bridges. I was the wife of the first Duke of Buckingham and Chandos and mother of the second Duke, two of Stowe's owners. If you've never heard of the Dukes, there are two things you need to know. First, they were men who appreciated beauty, art, creativity. And second, they would eventually bring disgrace to my family.
Yeah, look. Caroline could get into the kiddies' clothes.
I don't think so. Right, well, let's find something not anymore.
You could dress up. It's nice stuff. Portraits. That's quite good, a little bit of sort of 3D effect. They've got stuff in front and the pitch behind. Won't show up on camera, but a bit of depth to it. Joseph Alliston. Yeah, he died in 1719 then. People had something to do with Stowe's even. Charles Bridgman. He's a garden designer, yeah. I guess let's have a look. That's going to be part of something when that's been taken off from. There we are. In the late 20th century, Stowe's decay and in danger of being lost. Really? So not that long ago then, this is starting to fall down then. Stowe. Stowe House Preservation Trust was set up. There we are. This is all going to cop then. Late 20th century is what we're looking at, red 90s, 30 years ago. Yeah, I could have lost it all.
Oh, what a shame.
Expensive to bring something back though. Queen visits Stowe. There we are. 1845.
Of course, that's a lot of money today, but it would have been then, look. Before the royal visit, the second Duke owed a sum of over £1 million. Thousands of millions of pounds today.
Yeah.
Just true though.
Just wasted all the money.
So that lady said that, don't they?
It's nice. Yeah, I've got a picture of him. 1823 to 1889, there you are. Early photography.
Yes, it's all labelled up. 1848 sale, 1921. After the Titanic then.
Nice things.
Lovely look, aren't they?
Look at that.
Lovely.
There we are, look at that.
Very smart young chap there, look.
Thursday, October the 12th, 1922. Selling stuff. Trying to make some money then.
It's a lavish lifestyle.
Selling things, look. There you are, it's like a plan of it. It was a school. It was used as a school, mate.
Uniform, look.
Still is a school now, but obviously not this house. They've got buildings have been built since. Nice place for a school, innit? All this land.
Lovely, isn't it?
Oh, I thought that was me spinning round, and my eyes were going to cock as the bowl spinning. Look, on a platform. Yeah, I thought it was me turning round. The bowl's moving, that's nice. So what is it? Let's have a look.
Smart, look. Very smart.
Struggling to read that.
There's your school blazers.
It's a temple crème de lecture or something. It's nice, that's been well done. There you are, look at that. Plugged in a hose pipe maybe, fire hydrant back in the day. Probably still work now, plug into that maybe. Outlet for water there. Look at that. Old school pipe work. Yeah, we came in here. That's where we are now. We come in here and through the door.
Through there.
The reception bits here where we signed in toilets.
There's arrows there, so they've got through there. I'll go that way. There's arrows there, look.
Yeah, but for now we'll have a gander at this. It's a sculpture. This is David bloke, I'd imagine, the Beatles. Stowe School will never forget that the Beatles played a concert in Roxburgh Hall. There we are then. They played a concert at some hall, so nearby Roxburgh Hall, not sure. Someone's left their water bottle here, one of the staff. Yeah, it's a Costa coffee, don't think that's period to the time of the bust. It's a John. 1962. Oh, Sir Johnson, he's an actor. Died in 2000, I can't say it, but...
Oh, Gielgud.
Yeah,
John Gielgud.
it does sort of ring a bell.
Yeah, John
Died
Gielgud.
26 years ago.
John Gielgud, I could picture him straight away.
And there's his head then.
I'm sure that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Picture
nice.
something.
Here we are, the Egyptian Hall. Here we go. Bit of Egypt. Here we are, hieroglyphics and that. Pictures. Like something out of Indiana Jones, that is. Yeah, open that up. Indiana Jones.
It's pretty cool as other things come out of it.
The Egyptian Hall.
It's on this thing here.
Yeah. It's nice. So some of this stuff generally old, they just repainted it. Underwent restoration work in 2011. Yeah. There we go. A couple of finxes. We're going to have a look at this David Wynne collection. Only been dead 12 years, 2014.
Oh, July 69.
We can see who that is.
Definitely. 57 years ago then. Year I was born.
Prince of Wales, 1969, there we are. That's good. A large tiger. 50p, she went into the Commonwealth. 50p, 1973. And some dancers. When did he do them? There's not a lot on.
Can't see it.
1971, I reckon. 71. King George II. It's nice. You've done that well, that nice little model.
It's nice, isn't it?
Nice paintings. Nice sort of hallway entrance, nice. Well, they can use this then. They can use it, they do come in here. Right, out of the library. And there's all the year pictures. Gets old as you go down, up to the 1920s here. What we into there then? 80s, 90s, I haven't seen that in the 80s, 90s. These are gonna 2002, here we are, yeah.
This was 2015.
There will be some sort of order.
2015, these are the later ones, 15.
That's getting newer.
And
There we go.
this is the newest. The still story 20 to 21.
There we are. So it's used as, I did when I say did use this as a school then. They work people around, the school kids then. Most won't be here because it's holidays, isn't it? But it's boarding houses, you do stay here. It's residential.
To the chandelier.
You can, they do stay here. It is an actual school then.
And we've already had the conversation who it reminds you of.
There
Two
we are.
people. Stand underneath.
Yeah, Dalboy and Radney, or Grandad knocking the bolt out from above.
To one of these sort of places, we have to have that
The
reference.
Fools and Horses reference.
Lovely colour, beautiful blue, isn't it? It's sky blue.
Yeah, it's a working school then, this building, did not realise. But there's no darlings here, it's school holidays, it's quiet. The library. It's been a library since 1793.
Lovely ceiling.
Yes, they are.
Grand, isn't it?
They do actually go here. I did not realise they use this building. Funny when you have people walking around it. Just obviously work around the little darlings. It's a library, it's nice.
Yeah. There's flowers. It's a lovely room, isn't it? Oh, lovely piano over there, look. Lovely piano.
So you got a family on display.
Daniel being coarse. And another lovely chandelier. But who does that remind you of again? Two characters, Dalboy and Rodney. Actually, it's three, the Grandad. Yeah.
There's the garden feature down there. You can see the features of the plants. They have like little different buildings.
Lovely fireplaces. I do like the fireplace in these stately piles. Let's have a little look out the window. Which window should we have today? A bit of the play school reference. Oh, look at that for a garden, everybody. Oh, it's just as nice view as we got out of our flat. Wow. We can dream, can't we? And the water. Oh, there's the arch over there, look. A little archway. It's a lovely breeze.
music room. No, that music room, we're here. Music room destination. There we are. Look at the map. State music room. Into yeah.
Hello.
Right up to the ceiling. Look at that. That's nice. How's that for impressiveness? It's nice. Very echoey. It's a marble room. Into the state dining room. There you are, see? Working school. Have their dinner here. It is used, but it's holidays at the moment, no one here. No, it's nice. Nice paintings on the wall. Portraits. There we are. Originally the state drawing room. It is also known as the temple room because it was used as a schoolhouse room between 1923 and 1989. There we are. It was a state drawing room. Nice ceiling. Look at that. The state drawing room. It's nice. Doing a bit of work with his old painting ovals on. Look at that. Ceiling's nice. Little bit of work going on. Women are appearing, painting or doing something a bit physical. Decorating. Caroline says they're painting. Oh yeah. It did look like painting ovals. And you can smell it, there you are. Repainting the walls there. Ceiling.
That's the stage the garden centre.
Right, back downstairs to where we started. The dining hall. Yeah. Which it was, we've just done the big dining hall, but we're sort of painting the room next door. This is old school bits, look at that. 11:30. Look at these are old school. Old school steps. Ah, yes, this is steps at the end. I know where we are. It's the steps at the end, of course it is. Yeah, that's where we are, where we started. Right, gonna leave the school. Up the road where we come in and a bit of a left and round the corner, some archway. Which is what we did on the bike ride, not this. This is a school. So back to what I did about 8 years ago. On a paid for jolly from the back of Bicester somewhere. Right, let's leave the school then. And up to where we gotta be. Down the road and the left in some archway or something. Right, leaving the school. Long driveway, right, down the road and the left, and we've got to do about 1.5 miles. It's an archway or something is what he said at Security Gate, so let's go and find what we got to do. National Trust now. Right, here we are, now doing the land, which is about double the price. This is National Trust. Yes, we done this on a bike. I looked round to see what it was called. I did this 2018 on a bike jolly out by Bicester. Yeah, I've done this. This is where he came out. So I had an archway. I've done this on the bike. I've cycled around here on a paid for jolly 8 years ago. Right. Free car park, this one. Some are, some aren't. This one's a freebie for National Trust, which is nice. Caroline getting her hat out. I might do mine as well. Right, we're here. Got a big car park, little section of it. Right, let's go and queue up. Well, I won't queue up now. It's already open, so let's go and pay our money, £19 or so each, and let's have a gander around Stowe Gardens. Different to the house, different lot of money, different company. This is National Trust. Other thing would be some sort of trust to do with a school. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, just leaving the car park area. All different little sections, all nicely sort of divided up with bushes and stuff. Nice. Right. Up to the way in, I suppose. Pay our money. Little apples on the trees there of some sort of, some or another, crab apples or something. Right, let's go. Let's go and pay the money. £90 each, it's about £19.50 with a gift. That wasn't far off. £19 odd. There we go, things to do, it's nice. Stately Pile Gardens. So Stately Pile is a school, so we've done that. That was a separate thing, separate money. Let's go and do this now. Opened it at 10, it's now 12, so we need to get moving. House done, now the gardens. Welcome to Stowe Gardens. New Inn. There we are, some sort of pub in the day, man. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, parlour rooms. 18th century parlour rooms, here we are. Ah, it's where you lived. Here we go. The kitchen. This is nice. Told me about a fire going, I bet that was nice.
Nice, yeah.
These are called the parlour rooms, and you won't be able to do it all, I expect. They'll get you where they want you to go. So this was like a little office. It might have been to do with the way into your estate. Not sure what a parlour room was.
Lovely light room. Lovely fine.
We're known innkeepers and tenants of New Inn. Be fair, it did say New Inn on the way in. It was a pub of some sort then.
Tankards, look. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Any little glasses.
Parlour rooms.
Bottle of that. There's the other thing, look. The barrel.
There we are. National Trust purchased 2005. It was reopened to visit Stowe Gardens 2012. 14 years ago. It was a bit of a pub and an eating place, and I'd imagine. It was an inn. It did say New Inn, to be fair, on the way in. I did notice.
The thing's open here. You can do it in here.
There we are.
Where you see. Come on.
There we are.
Do that in here.
Innkeeper's office and tap room. Dairy parlour.
Posh parlour. You are here, posh parlour.
For laundry.
This is classed as a posh parlour.
So what was it then? Was it a house did you live in? Was it a place you could visit? Did it do food? It was some sort of inn, I'd imagine, clue in its name, a New Inn. It was an equivalent of a pub, I would imagine. But, you know, people would have lived here. You'd have the public bits, wouldn't it? The private bits. See, this looks private. They might have sat people here. You might have come in here for some food. There we are. Stowe was owned by the Temple Grenville family from around 1589 to 1921. There we are. So we done the house. House was nice. Now we're doing the grounds, which is a separate entrance fee. Now that's a posh desk. I tell you, I wouldn't get nothing like that in IKEA now.
I don't think so. No.
No, it'll be chipboard now in that horrible stuff they stick on. It looks like wood, innit? Veneer. That's genuine oak, I bet. What you'd have built stuff on. Trees in this country probably built here. Might not have been, but either way, no IKEA tat in them days.
Did you know the 18th century playing cards had blank backs, were square cut and didn't have numbers or letters printed on them?
What's that work for a card then?
Yes. Oh.
Okay, we've got to keep walking. That was the visitor centre. Didn't want your money. Quite nice, that parlour there. It's all to do with an inn. People stay for visiting the gardens in the day. New inn. We've got to do about 5 minutes this way, she says. Got to go and pay your money. I can't see it being 5 minutes, but we shall see. Just have to keep walking. This is nice. We just got to walk. Haven't paid our money yet. It's a bit bizarre. We're sending you in here. You're not too sure what we're doing, but we just got to keep going. There'll be a booth. There'll be somewhere to pay when you get in the grounds. You can do this for nothing. This is a bit of a freebie then, to a certain extent. You're going to hit a booth at some point. She said 5 minutes. Up here. We haven't yet paid any money. Use the toilet. Right, okay. Been walking 5 minutes, no evidence of a booth yet. This is random. You got to park your car and you got to start walking 10 minutes before you've done anything. He said was having toilets in a cafe on the way in, visitor centre. Didn't want your money. Haven't paid yet. Weird way of working. Right, keep walking. Little sort of buggy thing there, couple on it. Quite a walk. Older two on that, driving it back, go up and down. 5-10 minutes, in all fairness, we've been close to 10. So that's more than I think. Nice land, look at that. Probably all to do with the estate. They were a big family, Stowe House, it was a lot of land. Very nice. Right, now we're getting there. So yeah, it probably is what it says, 10 minutes. Right, here's the hut. Right, this is where we pay. And it's porta toilets, because there's no plumbing out here. It's a toilet, but yeah. Grey toilets there. That's what you got unless you go back to the visitor centre and use the proper ones.
Stifling with the heat.
Hello, hi. Hi.
Right, we're here. It's a long 10 minutes. It's come down there, it's nice. There we are, he's just come down in his van. Woolwich and Simpson, Long Amber. You notice the Whitney number on the van, got talking to him. Long Amber Company. What's happening here? The Angler's Hut. We're giving this very old shed a much needed flush of new life. There we are. Bit of brickwork and bit of pointing, bit of this, bit of that. Little hut's getting redone. Here we go. There it is. That's what we could see. From out the windows, it was that. Because the house is opposite. There we go. And that's how we could see that out the window. There we are. Be fair. Could have been that one. Yeah. It's going to be one or the other. Because there's the house. So what we could see out the window. Could have been that, to be fair. I'm not sure. It'd be one or the other. There's one there. And there's the one here Caroline sat at. So that's what we could see. Right, dinner done. Have a little sit down. You having a nice day?
Yes. Nice view over there. It's just like we had a bed in the window.
Yes. That's how we'll do it the other way round. I've just had some dinner. Quite nice. And I'm going to have a little look around the grounds. There we go. There's that nice archway we see on the way in. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Big archway. It's nice. Like from the house, it was either that one, house opposite, or the one we just sat in. Be one or the other. Nice little lake. Great big structure over there. We're going to have a gander and look at the structure. I think that was done either a feature to keep the ground level, or it's an animal break. You've got animals, they won't get to this bit, so sheep ain't and cows getting up that. Don't know, like the dual purpose, levels off the ground and keeps animals in that field maybe, I don't know. Some structure sort of over there I'm going to have a look at, all on the map. Caroline got a map. Just had some dinner, I'm feeling bloated. Good on the old motor control boats, had me. Right, structure is somewhere over there, so we've got to stick to the outer edge. So back we go. Nice bit of lake. Right. Let's have a wander on the outside. Well, there's something here. I can see a structure in front. I don't think that's the one I was thinking of. So let's go and see what that is. To be fair, is that what I saw from the house? I'm not quite sure what I saw from the house. I thought it'd been those other two things because they was more opposite the windows. But we'll get a picture of this. See some in the house, not sure what it was. I think we've done it, but we'll go and look at this. Some structure up there, and I think there's one sort of more that way. Ah, this is nice. Go and see what this is. Temple of Venus, there we are. It's a Temple of Venus. And you can walk straight through. Guess is they lock it up at night, someone will come round. I'll get locked up. Yeah, bit of a space inside. There's the maps we've already got. There you are, just out to the back. Quite nice. Nice bit of land. Guessing it's all theirs. Owned by some trust or National Trust, whatever. Yeah, something's in these fields. There's evidence. I can see a cow poo, so it's an animal block then, I reckon. It stops the animals getting up. Keeps all that separate. That would be my guess. It's nice. That's the Temple of Venus. There we are, look at that. Walking around the outer edge. It's got a basement, look at that. Won't get in it, mind you, but yeah, that's annoying. Let's keep walking. Go around the outer edge, see what we can see. The question is, what's happened here? They banged up some temporary fencing. Let's go and have a look. Something slipped. See, I reckon you can walk round the field. It's a way in down there. I mean, that's a lot of land to land. You need to do this on a bike. There'd be nobody's going to walk all this. You'd be doing it all day.
Well, I don't intend to again at some point. All the beer's been done. I'm going to have a stand-up wash with cold water.
Oh.
And
it's a reed bed. It's going to be wet. Something to do with the water course then. 11-acre lake cascade. There we are. There's some sort of mechanism then. Is that what they're working on? There's a mechanism here, they covered it up. There we are. Something there, I don't want you to get into it. I can see something there. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's keep walking. There's Caroline got. There she is. Home Park. In the late 18th century, Home Park was carefully conceived grassland meadow with sweeping views across to the Temple of Venus and 11-acre lake. There we are. Let's walk past them.
Oh, in 28 started major works programme aimed at restoring it.
Yeah.
Close to the original version of its creators.
We need to get close to the house, go and get a back shot. Don't you I just can't walk over the grass, can we? Yeah, I'll never get near the house, just walk up. Don't think I'll cause any grief. Here's the back of the house. I want to go up here, let's just go up this path here, see what happens. Here we are. I think this is the thing we saw as we sort of came onto this land after paying. Here we are. I got a feeling that's a female. Yeah, it's got a dress on. A she. So who is she?
I'm going to go back on that path.
Okay. Who we got here then? Let's have a look. Hard to read anything now. Nearly missed that. Always bring a torch on activity, did not bring it out the car today, that's frustrating. One time I could have done with a torch, I didn't bring it. Okay, obviously it's going to be blocked off. You can get underneath it then. But you're not going to do that today. There we are. Yeah, underneath. Right, off of the path. Just noticed this, so what is it? Spotted this, just gonna have a look. Ticking off all the structures, I reckon there's gonna be one more after this. Unless there's something else hidden we don't know about. Dovecote, birds? Don't know, not seen any holes at the top. Just gonna have a look. There we are, something there to the right. Something there. Little statue of some sort. See what this is. Everything's on the map that she's got in not looking at. I bet it's something that's open on this face and you look out to the field, that's what it's gonna be. It's a sitting thing. Okay, no it's not. Whatever it is, they're gonna have a key to it. Yeah, I think it'd be open. It's storage. Okay, well, you have to go and have a gander. Little statue of some sort just stop at us and have a look at that. Right, that's nicer under here.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
I thought it was going to be open on the other face there, looking out to the field.
The viewpoint,
yeah, just for somewhere to sit, but no, it's a bit of storage, got a door on it.
Another little structure.
Gotta be on here, surely you're not looking at the map.
I do the map there. There we are. There we are. The figurines.
There's other stuff, yeah. Now there's a lot more to this than what we were thinking. Well, I didn't understand that into the swinging area. That's what it said. Swingers. Garden swing. Well, I'll be stuffed. I can see what that was then. Oh well, keep going. Okay, you've hit the edge of the school now. You can't do it. That's nice, isn't it? Someone's living there. Might be something they rent, National Trust. Nice little property. Let's go and find that other structure we was heading for anyway. Looks like we can't do it or you hit the dead end. That's a long old driveway. Yeah, that's impressive. There's the structure, I can see it up in front. So we're going to see if we can find that. There he is. Right, a little bit closer to the back now. Let's have a little back of the building we never did. Quite nice. Bit of work going on because it's holiday time. They were doing some decorating, painting. Right, house first, grounds last. 2 different entrance fees. Some sort of gated off door. My guess is it's an ice house. Every place had one. It keeps the stuff cool. Or a pointless grotto. It might just be a grotto. It doesn't look big. Be on the map. Yeah. Okay, it's not an ice house. Just somewhere you sat, I think. There we are. Look. Bit of a seat there. Yeah. I was thinking it's an ice house, but no, it's not. Pretty much up at the school now, there. Edge of the school land. Well, let's go and look at this structure then. 120 yards up here with that. 100 yards, there we are. Well, let's go and look at the structure then. There we are, look at that, completely stark naked. The roof's nice. There we are, look at that, big dome. Right, walk around this outer edge of the lake and back to where we started. Some structure sort of that direction, so we're going to see if we can find that. Nice day.
Yeah, it's almost day of the week. Nearly, well, probably 13, 32 degrees, maybe 33.
Right, the gold statue with nothing undone. Naked gold woman. Like in Goldfinger, I think that James Bond had a gold naked woman, wasn't it? She died. Put her in gold paint. Similar thing. Right, let's go down this path then. Let's go see what we can see. Wonder that died. So they completely cut that down to not a lot of nothing. My guess is it had some disease. Right, let's go over this bridge around the other side of the lake and we're back where we started the way in. Big circle, it's nice. Over the bridge. And look at that, it's nice. Look at that. Don't know if we can get up to that. Church of some sort. Get that up there. Don't even get to that. Looks old school, look. They're walking round. Should we try and attempt to get to that?
Well, let's do that, then go back and then come back.
You come down there, because there's that. It's more structures on the map than you think. Up and down then. Bit yeah. We're going to have a gander and then we'll polish off all the structures. Be fair, going down the drag strip of...
Where we started from? Where was that?
Just up there, behind. There was some sort of church on the signage at the school, wasn't there? Is that it? Looks like a church to me. It's going to have a look. Big Roo not going to have a look at that. That looks quite visually pleasing. What? Yeah, my feet are getting very dusty. Yeah, so you can get back to that rather than make your way back. I feel we need to do it. We pay good money.
Oh, there's a bird there.
A couple of birds there in front.
Yeah.
Bit of a lake there.
This was it.
Well, let's head for this sort of church thing we zoomed in on. Bit rude not to go and have a look. May not come to anything, but we're going to have a gander up in front. Nice day. What's the time? 2:35. Been here since just after 10 o'clock, so we've done well. Done 4.5 hours. Through the tree tunnel.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Nice day. There's no windows in this. This is some abandoned church. It might just be a structure more than a church.
Can we get out that way back on the middle path?
Got to go down, ain't we? Let's have a look at this. This is going to be something all to do with a house in the land. It's not a church as such. Let's go and have a look. Here now. Got no windows in it, so maybe that's the way it always was. Let's go and have a look. Okay, that's got windows. Distance, I thought those big windows at the top had nothing in. They have. Is it a house? Something to do with a school, no doubt. We probably can't do it. But what a thing to get into. Is it residential? Can I live in there? Almost looks like someone lives in. I think someone lives in there. It's some sort of rental home. It's like a holiday home. You got to respect the privacy, so I don't want to be filming too much. You can pay to stay here. I thought that was a tomb. It's probably the bins. Yeah, I look. That was a tomb. It's been. You can stay there. It's bedrooms and lounges and bathrooms and stuff. It's a house. Okay, it wasn't what I expected it to be. It's nice. Right, another structure down the bottom here. And you'll make our way back. It's nice sun. Right, that way. That way and round, and we've got to go back to sort of over there somewhere. So let's keep walking. Another something up here we're going to have a look at. Polish off all the structures. There we are, missed that. Something else there, look up in front. Didn't see that. Right, another structure, polishing them off. Let's go and see what we can see. Okay, it's behind a gate. This one may or may not do it. Path there, you see. Doing the planting. They are the National Trust little vehicle, little buggy thing. Oh no, we can get here. I thought it was gated off, yeah. On the one side, here we are, straight through the middle. Just gonna have a look at this. He's taking some photos. Right, through the archway. Chinese house. Maybe not to go and have a look. The Chinese house in Buckinghamshire. There we are. Something Asian persuasion, isn't it? It's going to be sort of Chinese inspired. Been here some time. Let's have a look. 1800 odd. The oldest surviving Chinosauri or something. Chinese style garden pavilion. There we are. 1738. 1738. I'd have guessed 1700 odd. Come flat pack that in a box, didn't it? £300 on Temu that was. The Chinese house. Nice artwork. That's nice, Caroline, there. But there we are. Cows.
Yeah, didn't see them.
And some sheep. So there are things here, then.
Well, it's got trees to shelter in, didn't they?
There we are. Sheep. Cows. That's one impressive field. That's big. Impressive field there. There we are, another impressive structure to ogle at. There we are. There's a year on top of that, but I've got no chance of eating that. It's Roman numerals. There we go, that's looking a bit sad. They probably don't want you getting into that. No. That is looking a bit rough. That needs some work. Right. We are committed to restoring the buildings we care for. Yeah. Does look a bit rough, that. That needs a bit of work. Nice though. Have a barbecue in the middle of that. I don't think it's going to fall down, but it is looking a bit on the rough side.
Shall I look at the map, make sure I'm the right way?
Look at that. Lake over there. It's nice. That's a lot of land. Done that whole lot up over, big circle, back round. Now just making our way back to where we started. Yeah, you could certainly spend hours and hours here. We're gonna be on 3 time we get back, 3 and a bit. Not including the house. House is a few hours. Good.
Oh, that's it. We're nearly back. Go ahead for the car now.
We're going to be lazy. We're going to sit on this thing. Right. Right, we're off. That's a lot of land. It is nice. Oh, look at that, and we're back. There you go, back to where we started. Bye.